Hi guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can tell by the title of today's video, I have a Nobody's Child sale haul for you all. So Nobody's Child, over the last, I think it's like 2 weeks, they've been doing a massive sale. So loads of their dresses, and not just their dresses, but loads of their clothing pieces are priced at £35 and under, which, if you know Nobody's Child, you'll know that that's a really good price, because a lot of Nobody's Child dresses are, they're quite expensive. They can range from like £70 all the way up to £150 per dress. However, I do actually have one dress already from Nobody's Child that I actually got from New Life. So I've tried to use the fit of that as a reference when it came to ordering these items. So everything I've got is either in a 12 or a 14. This is everything that I'm keeping. I did order some other items that I have sent back because they didn't fit me, they didn't suit me, all of these different things. But I just wanted to show you the pieces that I got because I am really impressed with these pieces that I've got, and I'm even more so impressed at the fact that these were £35 or under. So I just thought this might be quite a helpful video for anyone who is interested in Nobody's Child and anyone who maybe wants to use this video as a reference for if and when Nobody's Child has a sale on again. So to my understanding, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Nobody's Child is a London-based brand that is trying to be more sustainable in terms of being within the fashion industry and the fashion market. So that's my understanding of the brand. Again, I am quite new to this brand. I am not an expert by any means, so if you know more about this brand, then please do let me know. But to my understanding, this brand is trying to be more ethical than maybe some of the other fast fashion brands out there. So in total, I have 5 dresses that I'm going to show you and talk a little bit about. And I would say Nobody's Child definitely gives off that sort of vibe of very girly, very feminine, very classy and very tasteful, which is something that I really like in terms of an aesthetic. And I'll put on screen the information for all of these dresses because there are some that are cotton and then there are some that are other fabrics. When I was buying these, I did try to look at the fabrics a little bit to help me with making what I believe to be investment purchases. What I would say about Nobody's Child, and especially the Nobody's Child sale, is the clothing pieces seem to sell out really fast. So I think you have to be quite fast with buying the items if you think you want them, which would make sense because some of these dresses are like £150 and then they're down to £30. So I can understand why you would have to purchase them quite fast. Everything I got is either in a size 12 or a 14, depending on what they had in stock. I also read reviews and I tried to look at the style of the dresses to gauge what would be the most appropriate kind of size for me. For reference, I am 5'3" and I typically range between, it can be anywhere from a UK 10 all the way up to a UK 14 depending on the style of outfit I want, the fabric, the brand, all of those different factors. So this is the first dress that I picked up. I really like yellow and orange. I do have another yellow dress, which you will see later on. I don't have a lot of yellow and orange. I'm not really sure why, but I really like this colour. It's not a very gothy colour, but it is a colour I find really pretty. So this is what the dress looks like. Just a long, I'm going to describe it as almost like a tea style dress. And I have seen this fabric before. Some of my Joni pieces are this fabric, and originally this was priced at £89. I got this for 20 and I got this in a UK 14. The second dress that I got is a black dress because I really like black pieces of clothing. It is just something I gravitate towards in general. This was £30. Now this isn't just Nobody's Child, this is Nobody's Child in collaboration with, I believe it is Poppy Delavigne. So this is what the label looks like. I got this in a UK 14. This was originally £99. I got this for £30. If you can see. And this is, I would say this is probably the most flattering dress on, which surprised me because I wasn't sure how this style would look on me. So it is just a sleeveless black dress. It has like a stretchy sort of fabric here, and then it just goes into a ruched effect at the bottom. But the way this dress hits is that this stretchy fabric covers the whole of your torso to your lower stomach, and then this flowy bit is actually where your hips kind of start, or at least that is how it is on my torso. Granted, I am 5'3", so if you're taller it might look slightly different, but it's just a different style of dress because the ruching here is quite low. I wasn't sure how this would look, if this would look nice or if this would look very non-complimentary because of the fact of the ruching, but actually I think this looks quite nice on. I will say, I do think this looks quite expensive on. You can obviously let me know what you think, and please do let me know what you think about all of these items. I am happy with these, but let me know your thoughts. The size 14 fits me well with a little bit of room. I think the size 12 would have fit, but it would have been more of a stretch on the fabric. 100% worth £30. Would I have paid £100 for it? I'm not sure. However, I think £100 for a black dress is a little bit expensive. Third item I've got is a yellowy dress. Well, actually I would call this more of a lemon, not just a yellow. And this is what it looks like. So this is the Nobody's Child flossy mid-axi dress. I got this in the UK 14. Originally this was £89. I paid £30. And I just absolutely loved the colour of this dress. I thought this colour was gorgeous. Really tasteful, really classy, really lovely colour. Don't have anything this colour in my wardrobe, which is surprising because I quite like this colour. I think if I was to buy for Nobody's Child again, I would probably buy this particular style. In terms of the fit of this one, I'm happy I got this in a 14. The 14 fits well with a little bit of room. I think if I got this in a 12, the 12 might have been a little bit too tight for me and not given me that comfort. This 14 fits and it gives me that comfort, which I like, so I'm happy I got this in a 14. In terms of quality, the quality of this is beautiful and the detailing is beautiful. This dress is, I believe, 100% cotton, and this dress also is double lined, which is amazing. So in terms of the price of this being £89, I would probably say, for how this fits and the quality of this, I would say yeah, it is worth the £89. The fourth dress I got, it looks like this. So it is a checkered kind of design, and this one is the flossy midi dress in gingham. So the other one you just seen was the flossy mid-axi. This is the flossy midi dress. I got this in the UK 12 and this was originally £89. I paid £30 for it. They only had this dress in a size 12 or smaller. If they had it in bigger, I probably would have picked it in the 14, but this actually does fit me in a size 12, which I find really surprising, the fact that this is a 12 and it fits me. Yeah, this is a 14 and it also fits me. Now this is double lined and this is a lot heavier of a material, so there isn't as much fabric in the dress, so maybe that's having an impact when it comes to the fit. I'm not really sure, but I'm really happy that this fits in the size 12 because I love this dress and I wanted it to fit. Please do ignore the fact that this dress is unbuttoned because I have tried it on, but I will leave pictures and hopefully I will also put video clips in so you can see what these dresses actually look like on me. But this is what it looks like. So it is a really similar design to the other flossy dress. In terms of differences, the only difference I think is that that one is double lined and this one isn't, and maybe the length of these dresses, I think, but I'm not sure, I'm new to the brand. This was originally £89. I got this for £30, 100% worth of £30. Worth the £89? I'm going to say no, because the yellow dress is thicker for that £89 compared to this one, but got it for £30. Love it, will wear it. Really happy that the size 12 fits so I don't have to return it, and the size 12 fits quite well. I would say this probably fits tighter than the other dresses fit on me, but it's still a comfortable fit. It's still a fit where I don't feel constricted and I can move. This is just probably, I would say, maybe a better fit and a tighter fit, but it depends again on how you want to wear clothes. Then the last dress I got is this dress. Again, is a kind of check gingham style print. I feel like out of all of these dresses, this one is probably the most appropriate for autumn and is the most autumnal. So I got this dress in a UK 14. This is the Starlight mid-axi dress. I got this in a UK 14. This was originally £95 and I paid £30 for it. And then it flows out. I think this dress, yes, this dress does have pockets. The other dresses I showed you also all do have pockets, which is great. This dress is not double lined, and I think this dress might be cotton. In terms of fit, this dress again fits really well. Because it's at 14, I do have a little bit more room in terms of how this dress fits, but I really like it. Think it is worth £30. Really love this dress. Really happy with the £30 that I got this for. Don't know if I do think it is worth £95 though. Do think that that is quite expensive for this particular dress, but love it, will wear it. So happy I got it for £30. And something worth noting is that the buttons do go all the way down the dress, which I think is a nice detail. That is something I will say about all of these dresses that I've picked up in terms of the quality and in terms of the detailing on these dresses. They are beautiful and they definitely feel like investment purchases. So whilst full price these are quite spendy, they do feel, and when wearing these they are beautiful. So perhaps for some people they could be worth that price. Something I have just seen and just remembered is, I'll show you guys this anyway. So with Nobody's Child, I'm not sure when they started doing this, and I'm not sure if it's on all of the clothing, but they have got this QR code system now where if you buy something for Nobody's Child and it has this tag with the QR code on, you can scan the QR code and it explains how your dress was made and all of the different steps and the process on how your dress was made. So it's talking about, I guess, the ethics and how the fabrics are carefully selected. So looking at how they can be more sustainable, which again, I guess that sustainability is reflected in the fact that these are a little bit more spendy pieces. But that is really cool, so I will have a look at that later. But that was the last dress that I picked up. So that was the last and final item that I picked up from Nobody's Child. So they were all of the things that I got. I love all of the things that I got. I think I did really well in terms of sizes, having never ordered from Nobody's Child before. I think the sizes fit quite well. I think these dresses will be quite flattering on a lot of different people. So overall, I'm very happy, more than happy to have paid £30 for these dresses. I think that that is an absolute steal of a price. They do have other items on sale too, as of right now when I'm filming this. I'm not sure how often Nobody's Child does a sale, if it's a yearly thing, but going off of first impressions, really happy with this brand. Really love these pieces that I got. Intend to get a lot of wear out of these pieces and just wanted to share this with you guys for anyone who maybe is interested in a similar style to me. And I just think that there's something quite endearing about these dresses, and I just think there's something about these dresses that has a little bit of an edge and is just something a little bit different, which I like. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know which was your favourite dress in this haul. If you have ordered anything from Nobody's Child, let me know what you have ordered, and if you check out Nobody's Child sale, again, please do let me know your thoughts. To my knowledge, the sale is still going on, but I will link you to the Nobody's Child's website, and I'll also link you to the Nobody's Child sale page. As always, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I will speak to you on my next video. So until then, goodbye guys.